Hello everyone, back tuning into Stormwatch. So we've got risk of thunderstorms over the next day or so. I think we'll have some storms down in the south tonight, probably, and into tomorrow morning. Then things could get a bit more widespread actually tomorrow afternoon across England and Wales before it all calms down for Friday, and we may get something again on Saturday. So quite an interesting spell of convective weather coming up. We'll have a look at the detail in a second. Before I get on with that, just to say about the ads, there's links right across the pages. If you have a browse widgets and click through links, you'll have this to pay for the website. We'll start off with a radar picture from the Weather Outlook because we just got the signs of some echoes starting to appear down in the Channel, coming out of northern parts of France. Some bright colours there, yellows and reds, indicating thunderstorms, I would have thought, and torrential rain. Let's see if they're giving any lightning flashes, and indeed there are flashes of lightning through the Channel, particularly around the Channel Islands, and starting to push further northwards in towards the English Channel. This is the facts chart from the UK Met Office. This is the human interpretation of the models by forecasters at the Met Office. This is about 6 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. Quite a messy picture, but you see we've got two fronts lying across the country. We've got a trough there, and then a more general weather front that's lying a bit further north. And these fronts could be the trigger with the humidity and the heat to produce some thunder. So 6 o'clock in the morning we may well have some thunderstorms across parts of England and Wales. We go through to midday and we can see that the front is still there, actually lying across northern England down into Wales and southwest England. Particularly it could be along that front, but we see the heaviest and most torrential of the storms tomorrow afternoon. There is a little convergence line down across the southeast. This is how the GFS is seeing things. We start off at midnight on Thursday, so in about 6 hours' time, and we can see we're within a hot air mass. There's a thundery low around the Bay of Biscay, and of course we've got that weather front strung out across the country. The upper air temperature shows the divide between the hot air and the cooler air that's up to the northwest sea. It's much cooler for Scotland and Northern Ireland. If you don't like the heat, get in the car, drive up to Scotland. That's the place to go. Much cooler up there. For England and Wales, we're under the heat and humidity, particularly so down in the southeast, where we're within the 15 Celsius isotherm, so very hot air across East Anglia and southeast England, very humid with that too. This is how the GFS is forecasting the precipitation to go over the next few hours. So this is for midnight. It's not really seeing much at midnight, actually. Some showers through the Channel. We know we've got those storms already down in the Channel. Elsewhere, not a great deal going on, and it doesn't have a great deal at 6 o'clock in the morning either. But through tomorrow morning, this is up to midday on Thursday, we find showers breaking out across Lincolnshire, down in towards the Midlands, and then some central southern parts of England, and they get more widespread through the afternoon. So the GFS is seeing things going really tomorrow morning and then increasing through into the afternoon. So by tomorrow afternoon we've got heavy storms potentially through northern England, down into Wales, through the Midlands, in towards Lincolnshire. Notice East Anglia, southeast England, not really much getting through to there. There is convective potential tomorrow afternoon. We've got the Cape and lifted in the green and yellow, almost borderline orange colour. So if there's any precipitation around, any showers form, they will almost certainly contain lightning and thunder. It's hot in the southeast with temperatures there up to 31 degrees, possibly 32 again in the far southeast around Kent. That's getting on for 90 Fahrenheit. It is cooler though further north, much fresher for Scotland, Northern Ireland, and where we've got those heavy storms around Northern England and Wales, it's cooler there as well. Those storms carry on pushing northwards through the early hours of Friday morning. So this is midnight Friday, taking the storms out of Wales in towards Northern England and southeast of Scotland. They carry on northwards into northeast England and Scotland into the early hours of Friday, and by midday on Friday actually it's all calming down as the storms clear away, and then it turns mostly dry under this little ridge of high pressure. However, more instability is going across France. As we go into Saturday, that starts to push northwards during the course on Saturday. This is 6 o'clock in the morning Saturday when you see the next feature. It'll begin to move into the south, and that just pushes northwards as a thundery low through the course of Saturday morning. And it's down in the southeast on Saturday afternoon. That brings a renewed risk of thunderstorms, so a lot of dry weather to start off with on Saturday morning, but by 6 o'clock in the morning, yes, more storms starting to develop through the channel along the south coast as well, and then they push northwards across England and Wales during the course of Saturday. Some torrential storms being indicated there, particularly through the Midlands, northeastern England, and possibly emerging to give longer spells of rain as well through the course of Saturday afternoon. Convective potential shows the highest rates of Cape are to our east across the Low Countries, but actually there's enough there across England particularly to be suggesting there's a risk of lightning and thunder again on Saturday. Temperatures are quite a lot cooler as well, so this thundery feature seems to be introducing cooler and fresher air. You've got persistent rain across parts of northern England. The temperature might not be any better, around 16 to 18 degrees. That'll be quite a shock to the system. Let's have a look at the high-resolution Euro 4 model. This is from website Weather Online. This is a UK Met Office product. So this is a precipitation forecast at midnight. More extensive with precipitation compared to a GFS. We've got some coming towards East Anglia, some down across the southwest Midlands, down to South Wales, southwestern England too. Things get more widespread through the early hours, so 6 o'clock in the morning, we've got a definitive line of thunderstorms probably lying from parts of Dorset up towards the Midlands and then in towards Lincolnshire. Some deep blue colours there, indicating a chance of some quite torrential rain. Those storms rumble on through the morning, particularly into eastern parts of England. So it is more extensive, this, than the GFS for tomorrow morning across eastern England, suggesting storms, things calming down in the west. But then through the afternoon, actually things reinvigorate again across northern England, particularly some violent thunderstorms being indicated there at 6 o'clock in the evening across northern England. And then that pushes southwards and eastwards, probably on a weather front, moving down in towards the Midlands. So midnight Friday, we're taking storms from northern England in towards the Midlands, some parts of East Anglia and South Eastern England as well. I mean, it all rumbles out into the North Sea as we go into 6 o'clock in the morning when it starts calming down, though we are bringing showers into northwest Scotland. Those aren't thundery. This is the total precipitation forecast up to 6 o'clock in the morning on Friday from the GFS, from the Euro 4 model, widely indicating 10 millimetres, I think, but some places going up over an inch of rain, and that's particularly through parts of the Midlands and Lincolnshire, and also up into northeast parts of England. Could be anything from 1 to 2 inches of rain, perhaps, in some of those heaviest storms for those areas. Finally, the WRF model, this high-res model at website metroshield.fr. We're starting at 8 o'clock this evening. We go through into the early hours, and you see we do bring up those showers and maybe some thunderstorms across parts of the Midlands overnight, going up through Midlands in towards northeastern parts of England. They carry on northwards and then things calm down for a time, but then they get going again tomorrow afternoon. So some quite heavy showers and storms breaking out there into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. This is up to 10 o'clock tomorrow evening, where we see got a lot of precipitation through northern England, through Wales, through the Midlands, down into some central southern parts of England. Violent thunderstorms could be going on there up to tomorrow evening, and then those storms carry on eastwards into the early hours of Friday, clearing out of the way. It all starts to calm down. We get a calmer day on Friday, and then as we go in towards Saturday, it starts to redevelop things, and it suggests it's particularly across northern England. I'm not sure about that. That's a very long way off, the weather for Saturday. So for these high-res models, that's too far away. We've got to look at Saturday a little bit later in the week. So that's how it's looking for the next 24 hours anyway. It looks like we're going to bring some storms up from the south this evening and towards the south coast this evening. They'll trundle north into parts of the Midlands, maybe Lincolnshire, overnight into the early hours of Friday. Still around in the east on Friday morning and in the northeast as well. They probably calm down a bit through the course of the morning and then get going again in the afternoon and into the evening, because see quite a lot of thunderstorms across the country by tomorrow evening, particularly northern England, Wales, the Midlands, some southern parts of England. Not sure the far southeast will ever get all that much from this one. You might have to wait till Saturday. Once those storms get out of the way, early hours of Friday, things will calm down. And then Friday should be a calmer day. And then we're looking for more storms, perhaps Friday night and into Saturday. So a very lively spell of weather coming up. If you get those storms, you can take the pictures and you can email them to gazweathers@gmail.com. We'll show them in the videos, your pictures of the lightning. Don't forget to take care in the lightning, because it is quite dangerous. But if you enjoy lightning and thunder, then I hope you get some storms. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.